Have you been feeling weaker than usual lately? Maybe you've noticed it's getting harder to climb the stairs, carry your groceries, or even stand up from your chair without feeling sore or unsteady. Many people think this is just a normal part of getting older. But what if there's more to the story? What if there's something simple that could actually help you feel stronger and more confident in your body again? In this video, we're going to talk about a powerful vitamin that often gets overlooked, but has helped thousands of seniors just like you regain their strength and independence. It's something that most doctors rarely mention, yet it could make a huge difference in your daily life. Whether you're just starting to notice changes or have been dealing with this for a while, the information we're about to share might surprise you. So stick with us and don't miss a moment. This could be the game changer you've been looking for. If you find this helpful, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on tips to feel your best. And we'd love to hear from you in the comments. Are you currently dealing with weakness or joint pain? Share your experience below, and let's support each other on this journey to better health. They told you aging means losing muscle. But what if I told you there's one forgotten vitamin that could change that forever? Something hiding in your blood, quietly determining whether your body stays strong or fades into weakness. Stay with me, because this might be the most important thing you learn all year. Let me take you to a quiet suburban neighborhood in Ohio. There lives a man named Harold Bensley, 68 years old. He's a retired firefighter, the kind of guy who once pulled people out of burning buildings and hauled gear up 5 flights of stairs without breaking a sweat. But now, Harold struggles to pick up a box of books from the garage. He needs both hands just to rise from his favorite recliner. His legs tremble on staircases. The mirror shows a man far smaller than he used to be. His arms have shrunk, his back has curved slightly, and he feels tired. So deeply tired. He's not alone. This is happening quietly, secretly, to millions of seniors worldwide. It's called sarcopenia, the slow, cruel loss of muscle mass as we age. Most people don't even notice it until it's advanced. One day you realize your shirts don't fit the same. You're winded from a walk around the block. You fall once and brush it off, but something changes in you. You start feeling vulnerable. Harold went to his doctor. The doctor shrugged and said, "Well, you're getting older." Told him to eat more protein and maybe do some resistance training. But Harold was already trying. He was eating eggs, taking walks, even lifting light weights in his garage. Still, he kept losing strength. That's when his daughter Megan, a physical therapist, stepped in. She asked a question no one had bothered to. "Has anyone checked your vitamin D levels?" At first, Harold laughed. "Isn't that for bones and sunshine?" But Megan explained something most people don't know. Vitamin D is not just a vitamin. It acts like a hormone in the body, binding to receptors in almost every cell, including your muscle cells. It tells those cells how to grow, when to repair, and how to stay active. Without it, your muscles are like a construction crew with no blueprint. They don't know what to do. Harold got tested. His levels were 14 nanograms per milliliter, critically low. No wonder he felt weak. Here's the part that shocked him, and might shock you. Studies have shown that low vitamin D levels are directly linked to increased risk of falls, reduced muscle strength, and faster progression of sarcopenia. But it goes even deeper. Seniors with low vitamin D are more likely to suffer fractures, hospitalizations, even cognitive decline. It's not just about muscles, it's about independence. Harold started supplementing with vitamin D3, but he didn't stop there. Megan had done her research. She knew that D3 alone wasn't enough. It had to be combined with asterisk vitamin K2. Why? Because D3 increases calcium absorption, and K2 ensures that calcium gets deposited into the bones and muscles, not into the arteries. Without K2, there's a risk of calcification in the wrong places. He also added magnesium, an essential mineral that most older adults are deficient in. Magnesium acts like the ignition key for vitamin D. Without it, your body can't convert D3 into its active, usable form. It's like trying to start a car without turning the key. You have fuel, but no engine running. The final change? Timing. Harold started taking his supplements with dinner, a meal that included healthy fats like avocado, olive oil, or salmon. Since vitamin D is fat-soluble, taking it on an empty stomach or with low-fat foods reduces its absorption dramatically. Fast forward 3 months. Harold is up at 6 a.m. every morning, walking a mile before breakfast. He's lifting again, not huge weights, but heavier than before. He picks up his grandkids and swings them in the air. He carries groceries inside without taking a break every 10 steps. He stands straighter, breathes easier, and says he feels like he got 10 years of his life back. But here's where the story expands. Harold told his neighbors. Then his wife joined him. She had been experiencing brain fog and low energy, both symptoms of vitamin D deficiency. Her levels were at 19. After 2 months of following the same plan, her mental clarity improved, her mood lifted, and even her joint stiffness started to fade. And then the ripple continued. A group of friends from his church got tested. 6 out of 10 were vitamin D deficient. Some were dangerously low, below 10 nanograms per milliliter. All of them thought they were just getting old. But they weren't aging. They were starving for a nutrient their body couldn't make fast enough anymore. Here's the kicker. Seniors over 65 produce 75% less vitamin D from sun exposure than they did in their 20s. That walk outside at noon, it's not enough. Add in sunscreen, long sleeves, cloudy days, and indoor living, and you've got a recipe for silent deficiency. And guess what? The recommended daily allowance, RDA, is often far too low for older adults. While it suggests 600 to 800 IU, many experts argue that 2,000 to 5,000 IU may be needed to maintain optimal levels in seniors. But no one tells you that, unless you dig deep. And this isn't just about physical strength. Low vitamin D levels are linked to depression, poor immune function, and even a higher risk of dementia. Your muscles, your mind, your mood, they're all connected by this one small but mighty nutrient. Harold now gets his levels tested every 6 months. He keeps his blood levels around 50 nanograms per milliliter. He's not guessing anymore. He's measuring. He feels in control. So what can you do? First, ask your doctor for a 25-hydroxy vitamin D blood test. It's the only way to know where you stand. If they hesitate, insist. This is your body, your health. Second, get high-quality vitamin D3 with K2. Not all supplements are equal. Look for those with third-party testing and bioavailability. Third, take it with a meal that includes fat. No dry toast or black coffee. Fourth, add magnesium, ideally magnesium glycinate or citrate, not the cheap oxide form. This one change could dramatically improve how well your body uses D. Finally, listen to your body. If you start feeling more energy, more stability, better sleep, or clearer thinking, take note. Those aren't coincidences. They're signals. Your body's waking back up. Let me say this clearly. What you've been told about aging is incomplete. Yes, we change with age. But weakness, frailty, constant fatigue, that's not just time passing. Sometimes it's a lack of fuel, a missing key, and the beautiful part is, you can take it back. Harold did. So did Megan. So did dozens of others who stopped accepting decline as fate. You don't need to train like a bodybuilder or eat like a monk. You need to nourish your body. Give it what it's missing. And start seeing aging not as a curse, but as a new chapter, one where you write the rules. Don't let your muscles vanish quietly. Don't let your strength fade without a fight. The answer may already be inside you, waiting to be activated. It starts with one test, one supplement, one shift in your story, and it might just change everything. So here we are, at the crossroads between quiet decline and conscious action. You've seen Harold's story, but in truth, this could be your story too. Aging isn't a sentence. It's a process, and one we have far more influence over than we've been told. The moment you start questioning what's normal, the moment you stop shrugging off weakness and fatigue as inevitable, is the moment you start reclaiming your strength. Because it's not just about muscle, it's about independence. About bending down to tie your shoes without a wince. About playing with your grandkids, carrying your groceries, clearing your mind. It's about staying upright, clear-headed, and fearless in a world that quietly assumes you'll fade. But you don't have to fade. Not if you listen to what your body's been begging for all along. So I challenge you. Don't leave this as just another interesting story you heard online. Act on it. Get your vitamin D levels tested. Make the changes. Share this knowledge with someone you care about, because what seems small today might be the one decision that shapes your next 10, 20, even 30 years of life. If this video sparked something in you, if it made you think differently about your body, your strength, your future, leave a comment below, share your story, or your plan to take charge. Because strength isn't just built in the gym, it's built in decisions like these. And sometimes it starts with a single drop of sunlight in a bottle.